Hey, honey?
Yeah, what's up? Hey everybody, and welcome to our Friday Featurette, where we are exploring the Sakofa Wetland Park and Nature Trail. So let's go on in. Native plants. The Wetland Park and Nature Trail is home to hundreds of unique native plant species that are a valuable part of the Louisiana ecosystem. Native plants are adapted to the local climate and soil conditions where they naturally occur. These important plant species provide nectar, pollen, and seeds that serve as food for native butterflies, insects, birds, and other animals. Our community benefits from many of the advantages that native plants have. And we have the blue flag iris, the lizard's tail, and the pickerel weed. Pickerel weed. It's a weird word.
It is.
You can see this, swampy place covered in, I don't know what it is.
Algae.
Algae.
Yeah, it's all the green stuff.
All the green stuff.
Up of the water. Remember, flowers are for everybody. Please do not pick them.
There are alligators in the water, and that's okay. It is too cold for alligators today. But, ooh, look, we got a turtle.
Turtle! Here, we have the swamp red maple. One of the most common deciduous trees in North America, sought out as an ornamental tree, as its leaves shown red in the spring and fall, can grow to a height of 70 feet in ideal conditions. Doesn't look like he's having too many ideal conditions right now, but it's that time of year. He's just sleeping. He's gonna winter over. Does your cypress tree suffer from male pattern baldness? Well, that's okay, because it's a bald cypress. That was a bad joke. What other type of trees have we got growing over here? Looks like we got a water tupelo. Okay, that's what a water tupelo looks like. It looks like we got some big honking snail shells here.
Yeah, some type of snail-like shell.
That's cool. You never know what you're going to find out in nature. Also got an oyster shell. Hey, wasn't it at one of the other parks that we went to where they were talking about how, like, snails and oysters were a big part of, like, the local economy?
Probably?
Wasn't that like a sign over at Bio Sauvage?
Could be.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably.
I guess that's why the French like this place so much. They're like, you guys like to eat oysters and snails? We like them too. And here we got some blue-eyed grass.
What birds might you see here? The black and white warbler, the ruby-throated hummingbird, a great heron, eastern phoebe, and orchard oriole. And there was some other white bird that just flew off that I couldn't catch what was.
Alright, so it looks like we do have some invasive species warnings, such as morning glory, apple snail. That's the snail shells we saw earlier. And the tallow tree or popcorn tree. Interesting. Because the dangers to them is they reduce biodiversity, pollution caused by overuse of chemicals to control infestations, increased frequency of wildfires and flooding, and decrease availability and quality of key natural resources and increase water shortages. Didn't know a snail could do that. Well, arsonist starting wildfires.
Looks like this park is under a lot of development. It looks like there's places where new areas maybe are being under construction.
Yeah, there's a lot of tree stumps. Trees have been taken down.
Little flags where it looks like maybe they're looking to build up picnic areas or whatnot.
Well, park under construction.
The native trees, the bald cypress we saw a few minutes back, the sweet bay magnolia, red mulberry. And the benefit of native trees is that they provide food and shelter for many insects, birds, and animals depend on native trees for food and shelter. They'll thank you for planting them. And they weather the elements. Native trees are well adapted to the local climate, which means they'll have the best chance at survival. And they're resistant to pests, while non-native trees might not do well up against local pests. Native trees often don't have as many pest problems.
And remember, please clean up after your dog. Keep these parks nice and beautiful. Sadly, looks like this one's out of plastic bags, so might need to bring your own. Remember, don't feed the birds. Thank you for not feeding us. Well, I appreciate your kindness. Feeding us human food like bread actually makes us sick. Bread doesn't have the nutrients we survive on, but it makes us feel full, so we don't eat the healthy food we need. And the healthy food that ducks actually need are snails, greens, grasses, insects, and aquatic plants. So remember, don't feed them bread. Also, this spot right here we're looking at is a family fishing spot. So you can actually bring the poles out and do a little fishing while you're here. Then over here we got the common fish you might be able to pull out of this thing. We got gambusa, bluegill, and some largemouth bass. All right, Josh, you come down here. We go largemouth bass fishing. Can grow up to 2 feet in length. Eat all sorts of smaller fish. Also known as the green bass, and one of the most popular sport fish in the U.S. That is cool. I would actually, it's been a long time since I've gone fishing. This looks like a great spot to go. So any of my Northern Maine buddies want to come down and get a little fishing in, have a little fun. All right, Laura's over on the boat, on the landing over there. I was going to say boat landing. I'm going to go join her. We got an alligator right over there, bud.
Not too cold for them after all.
So, yeah, we're gonna let him stay way over there.
Thanks for joining us for our Friday featurette, everybody. Today, Black Friday. It's also known as Get Outside Friday or something along those lines. But we hope you enjoyed seeing the Louisiana wetlands with us, and hope you learned something. And get outside yourself. Go explore a park, nature wherever you are. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.